Back now on EA Sports at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. We've got a kickoff forthcoming as we get back into the action in the third quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Good. What's up? What's up?
They start to drive with White. Oh, he shifts Pat. Now White lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson to the 27-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Daniels looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ready, break.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Dad! Dad!
Steps away to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
What's that?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
What's that?
Now Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
What's that? What's that?
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Dad!
In motion, the tight end.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
2nd and 10.
Dad! What's that? What's that?
They go with White on the counter. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
What's that? What's that?
They defer to White out of the shotgun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
What's that?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on, set, go!
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Daniels.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. Robinson up the middle.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Daniels.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Juju Smith-Schuster from 4 yards out. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Rashad White. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are able to at least get 1 score back. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
McLaughlin for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all finished off by a touchdown catch from Rashad White.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
Automatic
And it's
first down.
every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Let's go now.
To the air goes Daniels.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That one downfield for Dotson.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
What's that?
In motion left, Godwin.
That.
Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
that? What's that?
Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
What's that? What's that?
Mayfield to throw it. Gets the check down throw to White. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
What's that? What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What's that? What's that?
And again, it's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Mayfield with it once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Hand off now to Robinson.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Complete, it's Dotson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be fourth down. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation. A top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated. Because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught. This is White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Play fake. Mayfield. This is Shepard on the catch. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Robinson. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Dad!
Here's Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
What's that? What's that?
Now Mayfield.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
What's that?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Dad! What's that?
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
What's that?
Mayfield keeps it himself.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
What's that? What's that?
Mayfield to throw it this time. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
In motion left, Godwin.
What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Set. Set. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
Jahan Dotson and the Commanders set to take over.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them.
He's
Agreed.
This 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. They begin the drive with Robinson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Robinson with another carry.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
62 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Shreds the tackle, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Second and 11. On the give, here's Robinson.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Here's Tressway now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington,
it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.